Group flight time. Hello, it's a Sunday and we do our group flight today from Scotland to Norway. We are in Inverness and we will fly to Kristiansand, if I'm correctly. So that will be our Sunday flight today. If you're watching this video afterwards, we are always gathering around 11 UTC and our off-block time 12 UTC. Or if you're in aviation really a nerd in it, it's 12 Zulu. Torben, moin. First one. So I've got my coffee. We've got our gathering phase. So it means scheduled off-block time 12 Zulu means I now have approximately 45 minutes to prepare everything. This is due to years of experience doing these group flights, because usually I'm way too late because I'm talking to the chat, I'm forgetting something, I'm trying to start up my aircraft and all that stuff. So usually 1 hour before the real flight is usually a good time for me. You, of course, approximately only need 20 minutes or whatever to prepare. So let's use this as just a gathering phase. Last Sunday, we arrived here flying VFR. It was an interesting flight to the Scottish Highlands. A little bit of Kenyan flying. And yeah, we arrived here on runway 23. You see that on the other end of the runway here. Just from the downwind, and everyone vacated as far as I recognize that to the runway 29er here. And we gathered here. Some nice pictures in our Discord, if you like. Discord link, if you're not yet with our community, feel free to be invited. Link is down in the description. Just check the stream. I think everything is working fine. Yeah, it looks good. Really like it. So yeah, I'm flying A320 today, EasyJet. Of course, there's no real flight route from Inverness to Norway. In Kristiansand, I asked my community for some livery suggestions, and yeah, it boiled down to actually maybe Scandinavian, maybe Easy. Eurowings is usually one of the default airlines we can use in Europe anyway. But yeah, I go with EasyJet because it has A320s. Of course, Norway, Norwegian, but they're only flying Boeing 738. Yes, I have the 738, the PMDG one, but I'm absolutely out of shape for that one. I will guarantee this would be a funny but not very experienced, very good stream doing that. I really need to relearn the Boeing. Yannick, moin. 30 stream streak. Wow, you're more dedicated than me. Oh wait, no, I'm doing the streams, but yeah. Sometimes mentally I'm not there. So, thanks for watching. Into the sim. Hey, just having problems with my Airbus throttles, but hopefully be with you shortly. Yeah, good luck. My first group flight, but waited until I had more experience on Vatsim. That's noble gesture. That's cool. That's what we like. But yeah, I'm not sure about how much radar we really have today. There was a Scottish radar online, but he logged out about 20 minutes ago. But look at that. Right now there's a Norwegian radar online. That's cool. Polaris Control. Hopefully he's doing top down for Kristiansand. I mean, he will see our flight plans. So yeah. I was looking about standard procedures in Kristiansand, and it looks like they're using runway 23. So coming from the northeast straight into the wind of the open sea, which makes sense, is the standard procedure, even with other winds being slow enough to use that. So we will prepare for that. But depending, maybe we get a NATIS, maybe need to prepare beforehand, or just listen to the controller what he's clearing in that case. It's quite easy. We will just fly into it on one route. There's only one star point flying into this area, and from there it's a split depending on the runway. So one is going up and then to the procedure, the other one is going south and then lining up for the final. So nothing to worry about. Cool. But yeah, always have a look at the Vatsim radar map. If you do not have a VAT glass active, try to search that in the settings of the Vatsim map. It's so important because you can use a slider. Look at that. You can use a slider which flight level you are, because that changes the responsibility, the area of responsibility of the controllers, and you can really see if he's controlling that area or not. For example, 80, which is close to the airport area. Okay, not sure why he's not controlling anything down here, but at least he has the approach region here in this area. So this map is really great. We will fly in an upper airspace into Norwegian area. So set it to 285. I will fly at 390 today if I get up that much. Yeah, so always have a look on that. So flight planning. Where's my flight plan? Oh, actually I haven't started it yet. Going to get Navigraph. Import flight. No, not from file. Thank you. From SimBrief, of course. There you go. We do not have any sits in Inverness. Looks like it's a straight out climb and then a vector to the first waypoint. Wind today, I'm wondering why, but wind is for runway 23, so it's coming from the southwest. Which is for our group flight, if we do not have any ATC, it's quite nice because we can use the backtrack for separation. So someone is doing backtrack, taking off, then the next one is doing backtrack. This gives us a normal, easy to do spacing, I guess. And then it's just a straight climb out and then a left turn, for example, to Vatno. That's what I guess. So, flying over, and the stars always as PVEP, and there are two, actually two there. PVEP 6 Mike for the north one, and PVEP 1 Lima for the south one. Yeah. We'll see what we can use there, I'm not sure. Wind right now. Oh, okay, 210 degrees, 11 knots. That makes it easy. So it's 2 runway, I think 23. Runway 21. Yeah, okay. So it's 21 for us. Coming from the northeast up here. And RMP is not in use, as I saw there. Trying to get that certified again. So yeah, just using ILS runway 21. Look at that. Looks quite simple. Just a normal extended base into the final, and that's it. Not sure if we even get vectorized because the procedure just makes a lot more sense here. So, preparing for that. if you have any questions for the route. The flight planning is in our Discord. Or the routing if you prepared beforehand, but I will just copy that into the chat as well, just to be sure that you do have, if you like to fly with us, the same routing. But I didn't do anything special. This was the first reasonable route, or the first one even chosen on SimBrief. So should be okay if you just do your SimBrief planning anyway. So, just watching Magic Vanity number on Twitch. I'm there right now at 5,551 followers. I think it's some time ago, a month or a year ago, I don't know. I set the goal to 5,555 followers, just as a vanity number. It doesn't mean anything. But yeah, not sure if we can celebrate that. Quite happy with the YouTube as well. I think I've got 3,400 followers there right now, which is pretty cool because the channel is only, I think, 2 years old now. Quite happy with the slow but steady growth, which means it's not being inflated by something viral, but usually with people who are really into the same nerdy stuff as we are here. So, couldn't ask for anything else. Oh, someone spawned. That's nice. So I'm not alone today. That's good. That's a nice livery. Don't know what that is. Anyone know what this represents? Not sure if this is your real livery you're using. Please understand, model matching means it's matching something. It's not the same livery you have in your flight simulator. I will definitely be just a normal EasyJet on the A320 here for everyone else. I chose a special livery from the EasyJet. This is the 200th EasyJet, I think, livery. I'm Titan, as long as the throttles work. Okay, Titan Airways. Okay, that's a new one for me. Bloody hey, what's up? What's up? Yeah, having a great Sunday. Gathering up for a group flight. Just haven't really started yet. So this is our gathering phase. Off-block time for me should be at 12 Zulu, which gives me still 40 minutes. But yeah, we'll start up quickly now. UK charter airline. Oh, that's cool. Nice. Makes sense. Makes sense. Doing group flight on a non-commercial route, or not supported route, I think. Makes sense to be business jet or a charter or whatever. Ooh, I think I see some business jet up down there. Let me guess, that might be Torben. No, this is a static one, sorry. No, oh, I thought this is a static one. Let me see, maybe Yannick. This is definitely... So, this is a problem of sceneries. You never know if this is a static aircraft or not. I think this business jet is a static one, so this might be just a representation of no model matching. Fail to create India Foxtrot Alpha 4 Juliet Hotel. Yeah, Juliet Hotel is Yannick. Using model Cessna. So this might be a business jet, I guess. Too bad. So you're flying a very fast Cessna for me today. I guess I need a better model matching. Yeah. GA apron is filling as well. That's cool. Yeah, so that's you two guys, I guess. I'm the first jet. The Chestnut's 172 is Torben, I think. Oh, okay. Well, actually, my V-pilot reports India Foxtrot Alpha 4 Juliet Hotel. Using the model Cessna citation longitude as so. Oh, no, okay. That's you then in that case. The model files may be corrupt. No. You never know what happens. You never know. So, plan today, 2-3 departure. Because the wind is coming from 24230 or something. So it will be a backtrack, which makes sense for us as group flight as natural spacing. Just giving it an easy way for center controllers when we come from Unicom, that we are not that much stuffed. This is something I really want to emphasize in our group flights. I want to make it as easy as possible for other follow controllers. So please look out for your spacing to other aircrafts. That's what Unicom usually is for. And doing our flights usually means we at least have 2 minutes of separation, better 3 minutes, so they can just better work with us. So usually you need to watch out for your speed in relative to others. I'm an Embraer Legacy, a more rare aircraft, especially in Europe. I fly as a VistaJet. Yeah, VistaJet is cool. From Air Hamburg. It's cool. But I wonder why I don't have any model matching for that. Need to. So what's the exactly ECAO? A35 Lima? A35 Lima. Maybe I try to put up just some business jet with that ECAO, so it gets model matched then. Not possible now, I think, but I'm totally out of shape. I don't know. There was a comment for vPilot to see the actual model matching right now, but I'm not sure if I can change it on the fly. Oh well. No earrings. Hi. Need to look into that. So that's the problems you usually have with group flights. And actually I do have, this might be interesting for some of you. Can you see that? Yes. Model matching, and there's already custom rules. I do have, I'm using the FS LTL. I don't have the ICAO one active right now because I hadn't updated it and had made some corrupted files and all that stuff. So I had invisible aircraft, so I removed it. But I do have some special VMRs, like the general aviation, virtual airlines, and a default one. This helps me matching, for example, helicopters. A lot more helicopters on the generation one. VA, I think, is Leipzig, yeah. FS LTL luckily has a lot of virtual airlines already. But yeah, so this helps just to have a better model matching. It's something which expands and develops with time. Okay, sure. Going into the cockpit, I think just let's start. Maybe we can get out a little bit earlier. So, welcome to my cockpit. iPad already running. Start up the engines. Start up the systems, not the engine. Crew supply, of course. Beacon, not yet. If you're boarding, please seatbelts already. No smoking. Looks good. So, my flow, like this, like this. I'm not doing the full procedure. I'm now not testing every engine and all that stuff. I do have a good ground crew who check that beforehand. Let me get my sound settings up real quick. There you go. It's quite loud otherwise. But yeah, that's what it is. Huh? Haven't looked into the charts yet. Don't know initial climb. But because we do not have sits, we need to set that up anyway beforehand and just climb up. So let's get my flight. Inverness to Kristiansand. So our route, looking at the weather. So it's 240 at 7. That makes runway 23 for us the best option. QNH 1025. But QNH just set it up on my set. If you're wondering, I'm using an how's it called? MCP. So this module here I do have as a hardware model. I'm not showing it right now because I'm not sure if Fabian is in the chat. Otherwise, he always has his bingo list. So Winwings, best hardware anyway. Karatewiesel, hey, are there sceneries for the airports in MS 2024? Yeah, should be. So standard always works. I'm flying 2020, so but nonetheless, Flight Sim 2 should have some sceneries anyway. Good to see you, Karatewiesel. I need to connect my keyboard. It's blinking. Blinking means it needs some power quite soon. Oh. So let me get that straight. Yeah. Lucky me. Keyboard would fail during the stream, I guess. Gear up. No, please not. Hi, Hunter Good. So, aligning, setting up my systems, ground servers, GPU is on, shocks are on, and yeah, I do not have any bridge here. So, I will get the forward stairs. I get the first door open, and then let's just board, I think. Let the aircraft. Let's do a fast one this time. I don't have G6. I saw stuff like that, that you can see even people then lining up and boarding, which is pretty cool, but it's not really flight sim. It's more than a ground simulator, isn't it? But yeah, still thinking about two things. Getting this into the stream chat, please, guys. If you use 2024, and I'm using 2020 for a couple of years now. Does it make sense to upgrade? Honest opinion? Is it because it was very bad in the beginning? Would it make sense to upgrade to 2024? Because right now it's on a sale, I think. It's 55 euros. Still a lot, but I'm not sure. Should I update? Hope you're doing good. Hunter Girl, yeah, thank you. Hope you too. I hope you're still driving. Deine LKWs. Still driving Euro truck or Even flying? I know you didn't have that much time, but yeah. Torben, it becomes mandatory. There's no reason to remain on 2020. Service for most add-ons will end soon. End of life. Okay. That means I need to get 55 euros to get my MS 2024, I guess. As long as it's on sale. Would be stupid to not get it then. Hopefully it's still on sale. Yeah, we'll look afterwards. I was just so unsecure about it, to be frank. I was always 2020 fan because 2024 had some bugs, but now I can recommend it with no hesitation. Ooh, workout. Thank you. Okay. I held for ages because of problems with 2024, yes, but bought it 2 months ago and been superb for me, no issues. Oh, thank you. Good, I'm asking. Zeki boy, hey, hi. By now it makes a lot of sense. I feel like it's actually run smoother than 2020. Yeah, actually it's streaming a lot more now, I think. So am I able to download some stuff instead of streaming everything? For example, I heard in the beginning every airplane was streamed, which is crazy. I want to download most of the static stuff. The performance on 2024 is getting better and better every update. Yeah, okay, thanks. Thanks, guys. I will get 2024 after the stream, so I have something to play around until next stream. You can download everything if you want. I see, okay. I do have a lot of paid sceneries, so hopefully I can still use them in 2024. I think mostly it's working, as I read it. Would be crazy to buy anything new then. Oh, do I have to buy an upgrade for the Phoenix A320 and 319? That's the one airplane I'm using most of the time. So, yeah, same for me. I already uninstalled 2020. Yeah, that's cool. Phoenix, no. Pretty much every 2020 scenery at least works. Phoenix is even better in 2024, yeah. So I did. So it's actually directly working in 2024 with my Phoenix. So it's not being upgraded. That would be cool. So aircraft loaded. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. Chatting so much. Not doing my preparation. So let's in it our FMC. We're flying an easy today. Easy 600. Cost index was 30 when I looked at SimBrief, flying at 390. That looks good. Let's get wind. Wind request. There you go. I remember the times when I punched all the wind stuff in the FMC. Good times. A lot of work. And even all the performance stuff. Because there was no bridge from the iPad here. So everything is loaded. Send it to the MCDU, which populates hopefully the second page here. This one. Trip time, everything is there. That's good. Contaulab, hey, to me, MSFS is no option. Just moved from X-Plane 11 to 12, and I'm so happy with the stable sim. Absolutely, I can absolutely see the reason for that. I do have X-Plane 12 as well. I'm using this for tower view. But yeah, actually, flying a lot of VFR, I switched to 2020 a couple of years ago. But yeah, it's still a good option now because X-Plane 12 and so on, there's this cool add-on with the ground streaming. Because doing auto XP was such a nightmare, to be frank. Terabytes of data. But yeah, everything evolved, I think. Mm-hmm. This is my first time flying the Phoenix A320. be prepared. Be prepared. It's a lot more realistic than the other A320s. So prepare for impact. XP me and auto. Yes. Okay, so let me continue my setup. So Inverness, a 2-3 departure, which will be a backtrack today, not 05. Get this. Everything we do have to calculate. Let me see. Flaps 3, I'm not using that. Flaps configuration. Let's try one. Is this enough? Calculate again. Yeah, that's enough as well. A view rotate with 130 is more than enough, even if the runway is a little bit shorter. That should be okay. Send to MCDU. There you go. So we do have our navigation systems up, starting my APU. I used to fly the fly-by-wire one, yeah, which is pretty cool as well. Luis, MSFS 24 on sale in Steam right now for 56 euros. Yeah, that's why I'm asking. I saw it, but I still hesitated because for me, 50 euros is still a lot of money. And a lot of hours to work into it to do the upgrade. So that's why I was asking. But yeah, I count on you guys. There were only positive feedback right now about upgrading or using Explain 12, which is valid as well. Fighty, you will not regret switching to MS-24 thrusters. Yeah, okay, Fighty. Going for that. Because you are one of the guys who will criticize everything if there's something to criticize. So if you say upgrade to 2024, I take that. Thank you. Okay, sure. No, in a good way, in a good way. In a good way. We are Germans after all. I mean, be efficient, be criticizing to improve. That's our credo. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, you're not a German. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought half German. I don't know. I thought you. No, you. Are you French? Are you really French? I thought you only grew up there. I'm sorry. Oui, monsieur. Ah, yeah. Passionate French people. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Sorry for that. As always, you know, salut, ça va, je suis un bucket. But you are in Hamburg native now, right now, so that counts. Okay, totally lost my chain of thoughts. Let's get back. My flight is happening. We are boarded. We set our performance. We do have the ground service. Removing the shocks. I do have my APU running. Let's do that and turn off the external power, which means I can set that. Lanzanaria, sorry. Good afternoon. Glad to see you in Inverness, as it's one of my locals. Done lots of GA flying there in real life. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, we did some VFR flying last Sunday into Inverness, coming from Glasgow, and trying not to die in the Highlands. Flying a little bit low, but it was fun. If you like to see, there's a video on my channel, on my YouTube channel from the last stream last Sunday. Would probably be cool for you to watch what we did there and laugh a lot. So yeah, so today our group fly as every Sunday. We now continue from Inverness to the next location, which will be Kristiansand in Norway. Trip from west to east over the North Sea. And next Sunday, of course, we will do something from Kristiansand. The apron is full. That's cool. Like it. I see a Lufthansa, then the Titan here. Eurowings behind me. I think there's still one spot here. Then 2 business jets down at the apron. Nice. Up to Sim Update 4 last December, people were split. Since then, to be honest, FS24 has the edge in the matter of performance. Ooh, that's nice, because my CPU is not the best anymore. I've got a good graphic cards, but I'm CPU bottlenecked with the FS2020. Maybe that helps. Also saves about 382 terabytes of disk space. What? Even the most hardcore FS24 opponents have been switching lately. Okay, yeah. I'm not an early adopter at this stuff because I need reliability, because I don't have so much time to experiment. So only doing 1 group flight per week means I need this stuff to run reliably. So yeah, thank you for your opinion. That's cool. But I don't know any config, even on the lower side, where people have reported that the performance is worse. Oh, nice. Yannick, 3 business jets. Hey, who's the third one? Yeah, I will definitely check out that stream. Enjoy your flight. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for looking by. Honey, have you thought about flying out of Aberdeen? Not really, because we landed in Inverness last time. And so we are right now in Inverness, and now we continue to the next step on our group flights. So, I'm sorry, I guess we missed that town this time. Holsten too. Oh, yeah. That sounds like Karate Wiesel. I think he's Holsten too. Pretty cool. I'm Holsten 600, of course. That's our local virtual airline of the Bremen radar controllers, or Bremen 4 members. Not only controllers, also pilots. But yeah, we do have a local virtual airline called Holsten. Denn Holsten dröhnt am dollsten. Looking forward to this. I found you by watching your videos once I go for ATC at Manchester as S1. Oh, just waiting on my tests and learned a lot from you. Thank you. Thank you for the feedback. I really like that. Thanks to the loudest. I don't think we can really translate it like that into English. Heidi, but of course, if you want to crash land your dash into Bremen, you would enjoy Explain 12 as well. I know what you did there. There have been performance and visual improvements a lot there as well. Yeah, I'm using Explain 12 as tower view for Hamburg, of course, which is pretty cool because I don't have chase plane in MS 2020 or 24 in the future, so Explain 12 has an excellent free plugin called ABC, a better camera, which does have tower spot view and all that stuff. But I heard chase plane got that as well. Okay-ish. Let me wrap up. Sorry, I'm really talking a lot today. We should talk while being in the air, not on the ground. I'm always getting into that problem. So, departure. We do a 2-3 departure with the backtrack. There's no sit there. No transition. We insert that. Straight out and then heading to Vatno as soon as it's possible. We just get the charts up there. What I want to look up is the MVA in this area. So there's no sit. But looking at LVP there, takeoff minimums. No. 2-3, bird warning. Anything I can see here? It's a ref. Is there a ref? Radar minimum. Thank you. Thank you very much, Yannick. That's why I needed to watch. Because we don't have the sit, a sit standard instrumental departure does do all the work for us. So there is a route which is obstacle safe and has limitations you need to adhere to. Takes off the work of the pilot. That's why there are sits. We don't have any, so I have to look out in charts like these to have a grasp of the obstacles here. So yeah, always respect mountains. They are just way more stable than you. So getting out of the runway here in this area, so 2,700 to 3,300 feet. So it would be, and 3,900, which means for me 4,000 feet on runway heading, and reaching 4,000 feet, just turn left and then try to intercept the first waypoint. That's what we should do. I'm not a controller here, but I'm doing the group flight, so please try to do it as I now said. We will climb out 4,000 feet on runway heading, reaching 4,000 feet, turn left, so 090 or something, and then you have an intercept alignment for Vatno, and then fly to Vatno, and then we fly onto our route. I think that sounds reasonable. Okay. So off block time at 12 Zulu. I'm fully prepared 50 minutes beforehand. Well, maybe we can even start a little bit earlier today. This is set, I think. I'm ready to request
Inverness traffic, Vista, Germany, 24 Yankee, taxi via Echo, runway 11, holding short of runway 23.
There you go. First one. Oh yeah, taxi route. I'm not sure about that. Are we able to taxi behind the apron and onto the small runway with our jets? Or is it a backtrack via 05 completely? I would guess for us airliners 05 backtrack, but I'm not sure. Would be easier if we just line up on the runway 29 here. Well, 11 or whatever it is. Sure. So please guys, well, what are we going to do? We are 4 airliners here on the apron. Will we taxi to the north and wait at runway 23, or will we taxi to 05 and then backtrack behind each other? That's what my pushback planning is all about. So there you go. No opinions of you? Not sure how to check that. Taxi.
Inverness traffic, Vista, Germany, 24 Yankee, line up backtrack runway 23.
So looking at the charts, holding point Echo 1 vehicle crossing point entry runway 11. Helicopters may land depart from there. Okay. Don't see anything. Just looking if I can find anything about gear width or something. Ah, come on, guys. We will just try it. We will try and push back to the north, and we will taxi via runway 11, hold short runway 23.
Inverness traffic, Red Angel 4 Juliet Hotel, taxi via Echo, runway 11,
Cockpit to
hold
ground.
short runway 23.
This is ground. Stand by.
Okay. You can take Echo and 11. Yeah, that's what I thought, but I wanted to get sure with that. So everyone now pushing to the north, and then we will taxi down there. Torben already departing or backtracking and then departing, and we will line up each other.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed. The parking brakes are set. You may lift. Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
Good, good. Looking good right now.
We are cleared for start and push. Okay, clear.
First
for push
report.
start. Please release parking brake.
Inverness traffic, easy 600, pushing back stand 3 to the north.
Please release parking brake. Parking brakes are released. Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
Will do.
Yeah, we'll start in the sequence.
Starting block time.
Inverness traffic, Vista, Germany 2 for Golf Yankee, departing on runway 23, initially right turn heading north Inverness.
Setting up my recording. Ha! And this time I didn't forget it.
Inverness traffic, Red Angel 4 Juliet Hotel via runway 11, right backtrack, runway 23.
Oh, Seki Boy just confirmed it as well, as he has local knowledge.
Pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
So wingspan less than 36 meters, which is usually our medium aircrafts,
Parking brake set.
and we can use it.
Set.
That's
Lower
good.
aircraft. Ground. Startup is complete. You may disconnect. Roger. Good engine start. Cleared to disconnect. See you at the side. Have a good flight. Holding position waiting for the visual. Thank you and
Nope.
goodbye.
So he's driving away. Waiting for him to see him. Starting second engine. That's shown in the charts. Oh, I didn't see that. That's why I was asking. I didn't see that in the charts. Maybe I overread it. Sorry.
5 will be pushing back after the Lufthansa aircraft has passed Kristiansand from left to right.
We'll try to be as fast as possible. Second engine running.
Inverness traffic, Holston 2, taxiing via Echo, joining runway 29er, holding short runway 23.
This one is up, this one is up, this one is up. Setting taxi for now. Setting up my lights. Turning off the EPU. And setting up my pitch. It was 1 and down 0.6. So down 0.6. Checking my rudders. And I think I'm ready.
Traffic Houston 2, turning runway 11, holding short runway 23.
Nice, business jet. Inverness traffic, easy 600 taxiing to holding point runway 23 via Echo and runway 11. Let's go.
Inverness traffic, Red Angel for Juliet Hotel departing runway 23, climbing up to 4,000 feet on runway track, thereafter in a right turn proceeding south.
Right turn? I would doubt that.
Lufthansa 2 Kilo Romeo, taxiing to holding point at runway 23 via Alpha Echo and runway 11.
I know that voice. Welcome. Thanks for flying. Yep.
Houston 2, backtracking and lining up runway 23 in Venice.
Inverness traffic easy 600 now entering runway 11, holding short of runway 23. So Michael is, I think, secret agent, isn't it? Secret agent on Twitch. And Stoni, greetings from the Fußballplatz. Have a nice flight. We do have that. Thank you. Ja, viel Spaß dir auch. Oh, the one just talking on frequency. You're very calm. Maybe push up your microphone a little bit. Read you 2 of 5. Please everyone set your squawk to 2000. This is an uncorrelated squawk used as default. Please don't use any squawk you think you want to use, like 1000 or whatever, 1, 2, 3, 4, because this indicates, if you're flying at 2000, it indicates an controller that we were not under ATC control beforehand. So reaching the holding line. Someone lined up already. So we wait for the departure. And funny enough, I think it's 3 business jet in front and then our airliner behind. Which is pretty good because the business jets usually are faster.
Inverness traffic, Holston 2, departing runway 23, proceeding 5,000 feet, thereafter left turn.
People pay more money to be there earlier. Yep, that's correct. It's just money.
5, taxiing to the holding point, Foxtrot via Echo and runway 11.
Better. 324 by 59. There you go. Whee! Inverness traffic easy 600 lining up and backtracking runway 23. There we go. I learned last Sunday this is an ex-military airport. That's why you see some more runways here and discontinued runways. Like this one here, they were using that in World War II. I'm sorry. And yeah, now it's a commercial airplane since, I think, shortly after the World War.
Pushback facing north.
Oh, come on, let's get going, please. Just checking ECOM. TCAS still off standby, of course, because I was at the holding point still. Now everything active. Auto brakes are set. No blues. Landing lights this time are activated and on. It's usually something I forget as well. Looks good. Checking flags temperature. Okay, it's set. Hopefully will work this time. Did we refuel? Yes, we refueled. I do have 5.8 tons of fuel on board. If you don't know, I don't remember where it was. Somewhere in East Asia, no, in West Asia. So southeast of Turkey. I was departing and had actually no fuel on board, and I don't know why that happened, but yeah, made an air-to-air delivery of fuel in that case. Now we are all flying a right turn. No, please no. Yeah, why are you doing that? It's a left turn. Left-right problem, or what? Christopher, moin. A Stony being active football player, I would doubt that. It's a nice view, though. Yeah, actually, I mean, yeah, actually, yeah, in that case, we might everyone do that. Because it lines a lot easier on Vetno. Because if I depart now, I would catch up to the business jet in front of me. So please bear that in mind, leave some spacing or do a right turn as well. I will do that. I will do 270, why not? Just to get some height and some scenic view. That's because we don't have ATC, we can do stuff like that.
Inverness traffic, Eurowings 8 Bravo Charlie starting taxiing holding to runway 23 via Echo and runway 11 holding short. Holding point, runway 23.
So, getting trying to get my heading, which should be somewhere here. Inverness traffic, EZ600 departing runway 23. We'll climb runway heading 4000 and doing a right turn then. Okay, so let's go. Trying to get the flex point. Usually I don't get it. There you go. I don't have an Airbus throttle, which means I don't have the points for it. V1, rotate. Positive climb, gear up.
Traffic, Eurowings 8 Bravo Charlie, entering runway 11, holding short runway 23.
Trying to get some altitude.
Lufthansa 2 Kilo Romeo lining up runway 23 and backtracking.
Yeah. Maybe I should turn on my transponder, what do you think? Climbing runway heading. There's Loch Ness. Came from there, from the south. And starting the right turn.
That's 3 miles 5,000 short of runway 23 at Foxtrot.
Sure. That's just the scenic road today. Climbing up to 100 now. Inverness traffic, EZ600 now heading north, climbing out of 6000. Continue to turn right.
Traffic, Lufthansa 2 Kilo Romeo, taking off runway 23, passing 4,000 feet, turning right to Atno.
Overflying the airport. And I will just continue climb. There's my first waypoint. And yeah, I now see it makes sense to do right turn, why not? Overflying the airport, look at that. And someone departing below me. This is quite cool.
315 entering runway 23 to backtrack.
How cool is that? There he is. Direct, what no? And there we go. Climbing. Now, not manually. Autopilot set. Flight level 100. Looks good. I didn't crash. Nice. So I'm number 4, I think, in the chain. Michael just started. We'll do a right turn as well. There we go. Looking at that, this is the
Inverness traffic, Lufthansa 2 Kilo Romeo now turning to the north.
very nice. Next one is here. Olsen 2, nice. So I didn't know that. Navigraph also can display the Vatsim traffic for some time now, but I didn't know it can really show me everything about it. Call sign, route and all that stuff. Torben up here. And we do have a very, very nice spacing. Controller is still online. It's not that far of a flight. I really like the gathering, doing a short haul to medium flight in that case, not being online on the flight as well. Too long. I think block time is 1.5 hours. I aim for something like 2 hours block time. So in the air, maybe it's 1 hour now. But I don't have to do long haul flights or something like 5-6 hour streams here. Other than that, you know that I'm doing it every Sunday now, which makes it a spot on stream. You know exactly when we will do that.
314, taking off runway 23, climbing to 4000 before turning right.
Very nice. Everyone's so professional here. It's pretty cool. Tuning down a little bit about the flight sim, about the... Oh, ground spoilers aren't. I'm sorry. Whoopsie. And now everything's working, isn't it? And I'm not doing any big turns anymore. Galley's open, lavatory's open. You can stand up if you like. Trying to reach our cruise altitude. We are light today, so we're climbing very fast right now. 2,600 feet per minute. I think that's quite fast at this flight level. So yeah, EasyJet, no time at all. Overflying Scotland before reaching the North Sea. And I think we will overfly Aberdeen. We are directly overflying Aberdeen, yeah. The ADN VOR. So, someone asked like an hour ago if we fly to Aberdeen, and yeah, we will overfly at least. lot of clouds. Yeah, that's what the UK stands for, isn't it? Yeah, looking good. Just climbing up. Preparing for the next controller, I guess. But that's roughly like 20 minutes or something. Let me see. Not seeing him online yet. Hopefully he's not going up. And he just went offline. Yeah, happens. Oh well. So 6 arrivals at... No, we are more, don't we? Has someone forgot his flight plan, maybe? I think we are 7. There were 4 airplanes on the apron and 3 business jets. So it's 6 I see here. Maybe someone forgot his flight plan. And my coffee is already empty. I do have some soda here, but yeah. Reaching the top of climb, I will use that for a short galley break. Because I don't have any flight attendants anymore. A couple of years ago, I still had my little flight attendants here in my house. I could order in coffee while streaming, if you remember that. But yeah, no. My 2 girls are old enough, they are now living on their own. Michael is missing his flight plan. Aye, aye, aye. And you are even an ATC controller. This would never happen to an ATC controller. Yannick, be quiet. Lucas, hey, Ryanair 5 Delta, thanks. Flying again, joining route near Aberdeen. Okay, so quickly set up and just follow us. That's cool. And you have quite some time because I'm number 4 of 7. And I will reach Aberdeen in 5 minutes. So we're at a spacing of minimum 3 minutes, which leaves you 3, 4, 12, at least 15 minutes to be behind us anyway. Maybe you're able to do that. Not sure why Vincent likes to forget that. Yeah, I don't know either. Cool, cool, cool. My flight. Route. So arrival meter 21011, which makes us perfectly now for runway 21, which is Carvok. That's nice. QNH 1016. Nice. So we can already do our destination planning to runway 21. ILS, and we do have the star because we come over PVIP, which is P with 6 Mike in that case, and via should be Ubeda. That makes it the base turn and 90-degree intercept. Looks good. Insert. There you go. Yeah, the business jets are already in cruise 370 higher. Of course you are, because you are not business jets, you are rockets. Rockets with a commercial license. Oh, reaching the east coast of Scotland. And somewhere below me is Aberdeen. I'm sorry, that's Aberdeen. Look at that. A symbolic picture. Tom is going quite slow for a business jet. Well, that's the first rule of being number one in a chain, isn't it? Be the slowest. That's always when you get some couple of airplanes flying the same route from Unicom. Usually the first one is the slowest. Yeah, please, everyone, you need to space out as you can. Just checking here. But Tom is quite... There's someone else there, up there. I'm not sure. There's the second target directly in front of Yannick, which is not Tom. And I'm wondering how this is possible. Maybe that's something on the map. Yeah, that's something on the map. I think it's a ghost target. I do not have auto throttle, so I aim for Mach 77 to be in the sweet spot for less workload. Which sounds nice. We all try to fly something like... Oh, that's what we always did in our bigger group flights, didn't we? We had something... a common speed. So, for example, everyone please aim for Mach 77 or something. I guess I will fly Mach 78 for now, but I'm way behind. So yeah. Usually we needed that if someone is flying on a short haul flight. In heavy aircraft, they can be so fast in relative to normal medium aircraft. So if they're then flying Mach 8283, this doesn't work out in a group flight because we're all flying to the same destination. We need to structure that and try to fly the same speed, or at least relatively to each other, keep the space. So checking. Do I see anything? No, not really. So we left Scotland. There you go. No fancy camera reviews for me. Everything's working fine. Back in the days, we always did like Mach 78, but half of us was X-Plane 12, half of us was MSFS, and half of the X-Plane 12 pilots used XP Live weather, and the others had Active Sky, so it didn't work out anyway. Yeah, we all had different winds, huh? But I think it's getting a lot better these days. Yeah, we always had wind problems and weather problems. Ah, that's good. Yeah. I mean, it was a real problem for us controllers as well. That's the worst thing you can have in an approach situation. If people do have different weather, it doesn't work out. Into the sim, I do Mach 77. That sounds good. So far, so good. I'm new with the Fenix. Yeah, I should work out. Should work out. Like driving a bicycle. It's a bus after all. Also, there used to be times when one group flyer never managed to control his speed and always had different weather than everyone else. Yes, at least one, yeah. Not shaming, naming anyone, but yeah, we had at least one. And some here know who it was. To me, I'm a bus driver, yeah. Yannick, I'm closing up a little bit on Tauben as we're currently 30 miles ahead. It's like 25, slowing down. Yeah, looks good. Yeah. Not to switch it for Airbus A330 driver. No, we don't name that. So, going to reach cruise level quite soon. We're flying over the North Sea. Not much to see here, I guess. But yeah, that's what it is. A lot of people voted. I got 3 destinations to vote for last week. Was to Ireland, Cork, UK, one of the islands down there in the canal. Chester? I don't remember. Was something Fabian wished for, and Kristiansand in Norway, because I tried to find maybe a way back over to Scandinavia, which made sense here. So next week we can fly in this region somewhere to a destination up here, or to the east, or to Finland. I would say maybe up here. If I can get Timo to control, because he can control all the airports in Sweden, except Stockholm, I maybe get a flight up here somewhere. I will let you know, because if we can get planned ATC up there, we should use it. Ah, there he is, Timo. Yes, yeah, maybe I will look up the route. It depends on how far it is. Brecker, why are so many Airbus and not so few Boeings? If it's Boeing, I'm not going. I know this one was another sentence back in the days, but no, yeah. Maybe because it crashed too often, I don't know. Yeah, I will definitely fly the PMDG 738 again, but I need to relearn. It's just a lot more complicated because it offloads the most work on the pilots and only reports you vaguely if something is going wrong. On an Airbus, you get assisted from the cockpit as much as possible, and it definitely reports if something is wrong. That's a philosophy switch. It's just something else. If something lights up in an Airbus cockpit, it means something is not in the usual way, which was planned. While in a Boeing cockpit, everything lights up and you need to find what's wrongly light up. So this is just stuff about that. Then we are, of course, Europeans. Airbus is a European airline manufacturer, consortium of many countries here. Just historically, maybe. And for the sims, it's the most accessible option. There's a very good freeware for example, FS with the fly-by-wire, and a lot of people bought the Phoenix ones. So I'm using the A319, 20 and 21 from Phoenix, which makes it a very good default option for me to fly in Airbus. $70,000 is more fun to hand fly. Yeah, definitely. There are good reasons to do anything like that. It just depends on what you want to get out of that particular flight for yourself. For me, it's the group flights. So flying together with a lot of other people means, for me, I want to do as less complicated as possible to not screw up or everyone else, if you know what I mean. Because being a good controller doesn't mean to be a good pilot. Always remember that. I'm just doing this for fun. I love to control. I'm being a confident ATC controller. But yeah, as a pilot, I just don't have enough hours into it. So I always try not the easy option, but the most reliable option. And for me, that's my Phoenix A320 1921. I want to get the BAE 146, the Bambolino, as I used to work on them. Oh, nice. Yeah. You mean the 4 APUs of the 747, yeah? I guess. It's rather complicated. That's an airplane you really need to be dedicated into. I know 2 people who are flying it, and they both told me it's not that easy. So, reaching top of climb. Cruise, we only have 170 miles for top of descent. As I said, it's not that long of a flight. Which is pretty cool. Which leaves me to get a coffee real quick. 4 APUs and an open tail section for the Bambolino, yeah. Very difficult to be a 146, but I used to fit interiors and seats and all that stuff. Yeah, that of course makes you perfectly fit for that, because if you know it in real life and worked anywhere there near such a one, I would do everything to try and learn that aircraft. Of course, because you have real life connections to it. How cool is that? Nothing I can do. I only convert coffee into source code. Very boring, very boring. So let me get a coffee real quick. Guys, it's fun to chat. Nice Sunday. Let me get you an outside view. There you go. Quick commercial break. On Twitch I will do a short commercial running. Oh, I think it already run. No commercial for you. It already automatically run because I wanted to get rid of the advertisement when someone joins. I hate it on Twitch, but yeah, nothing I can do about it unless I do some commercial break inside the stream. But yeah, so let me get the coffee real quick. See you soon. Very good. Everyone is still alive. Yeah. So, did I miss anything? Same here, getting coffee. That's good. That's always a good reason. Breaker, my mistake was the wing control Papa 3, as from there I fly Boeing most because of the setup, including MCD and APIS. Yeah, Papa 3 is the one from Boeing, isn't it? Makes sense. I need to admit. So yeah. It's the time of the stream again. Color showing, the flying ATC or whatever you want to call me, showing things. So this is what I'm using for my Airbus setup. I don't have a Boeing setup. This is for my flight setup. Actually, I cannot use it for generation planes. I didn't get that to work for any other airplane. It's working with the A320 and Phoenix and all the stuff. I do have my Bravo quadrant here from Honeycomb, where I'm using all the stuff for generation planes. I do have an FMC, it's laying over there. I never got it really to work because I don't have the space for it. I actually directly bought it when it was available. And yeah, never used it right now because there's no space here anymore. I don't know where to place it. So if you're wondering, this thing here, I do have it as an hardware component as well. So WinWings really help to get a home cockpit step by step for a reasonable price. It's pretty great, and I see so many Airbus cockpits right now on Instagram. Everyone is buying all the stuff for it and then 3D printing and doing woodworking stuff to build their own cockpit. It's magic. It's great what I see there, and I wish I could do it. But firstly, I'm not able to 3D print anything. Secondly, I'm not a handyman. I am totally a waste of time, material and knowledge for trying to build anything like that on my own. I can't just do it. And yeah, I know. My far goal is to build a tower simulator someday. I don't know if I ever get the money for that, but that's what I want to do. That's what I'm looking forward maybe to do. So trying to get a setup where I connect a lot of big TV screens on portrait mode next to each other, trying to get the setup for these with the simulator being connected. I'm not sure if this is even working out, but somehow it needs to work. And then building a tower simulator, a workstation with that. How cool would that be? Which means I would only do tower streams at that point. Me too, but there's a full structure for reasonable prices from Next Gen Sim that I'm looking for. Next Gen Sim, okay? Yeah, I'm not sure. I need some money, I guess. I don't know where or how, but yeah, need money. I can live on cheap food for 10 years, no worries with that, but yeah. Let's try to get some money first for a tower and then cockpit simulator. Better price than Scalaki. Yeah, but Scalaki might be quite expensive. And yeah, of course, you can get anything for the cockpits, but the prices are crazy. And have you looked into WinWings? Or how is they calling now? I don't know. Wing Control. It's a new name. Have you looked into their stuff? Because it's just... I mean, you get the modules for around 100 euros each. It's crazy. Torben left cruise already. I'm approaching top of descent. Yeah, I'm still 100 miles away. top of descent, but yeah, so nevertheless, let's check our arrival. So it's planned to be flight level 200 at PVIP. Let's try to see if we do have anything I need to know for that approach, for that star. There you go, flight Kristiansand, star, runway 21, there you go. PVIP. Soll sie over flight level 100? No, below, is it? It's below flight level 100. No. I'm stupid. Flight level above the line means it needs to be flight level 100 or above. Correct? While this means being flight level 100 or below, but not below 3000. So line below means above 3000 or above. Okay, so Salt Sea flight level 100 or above means we are on profile just 146 even. With the morning. Okay, we'll see. Trying to get down, and we need to be at this point between 100 and 3000. CN 700, let me see. Flight level 100 exactly. Yeah, maybe descent there. 6000. Ubida 3000 or above. Ubida is Ubida, Nidlip, and then we're getting into the, yeah, it's okay. It's just a continuous descent for me now. Makes sense in this setup. Please don't do that in Hamburg. If you fly to Hamburg, it calculates the complete star, which makes no sense. You will never get that from the approach, for example. So try to reach flight level 100 at the entry point. Like PVAP here. Will be 100 then in Hamburg, like Nolgo or Ripso, and then try to reach 4000 feet at the base point, how to say that, on the downwind. So it's the first Delta Hotel point next to the ILS intercept point. Try to reach 4000 there. Your FMC will definitely put you like at 8000, 9000 feet down there, because you still have 20 miles to fly, but we will not use that. We need you down there. And then we can just turn you onto the ILS. Try Mobi flight. So I can configure PEP3 for Airbus, but not intuitive as original. Yeah, I heard about Mobi fly. So does Mobi fly... So do you even start the hardware software anymore, or does it intercept it completely? Fighty, luckily Real World has a heart for Vatsim controllers and now put high restrictions on the Berlin arrivals. Yeah, no more flight level 250 beam the airport. Correct. As Fighty said. So it was usually a sentence as an approach or even center controlling, telling you descent to flight level 110 and expedite descent, or with 3000 feet per minute or greater, because they were way too high. But rates it is. If you're under control, I expect rates. We can just do a lot better predicted flight routing when we give you a rate. I know about the different airplanes doing a managed descent at like 1000 feet per minute or even less. If I see that, you will get a rate. Other than that, there's other tricks like getting you on a vector that usually sends you into an open descent if you don't know about your airplane what it's doing. So I can slightly force you out of your managed descent, continuous descent, without really forcing you, but I know about the aircraft. So you sometimes will get something like turn left by 5 degrees, which sends you in an open descent. So it's not the vector in that case. I want you to descend. Yeah, just don't do descent via VNAV when on in transition. As a rule of thumb, if you're asking, controllers usually expect you in higher flight levels to descend at least with 2,000 feet per minute. 1,500 to 2,000 feet per minute gives you a 3-degree angle of downslope, which means you can descend 1,000 feet in 3 miles, which makes 100 flight levels in 30 miles. That's what we do as a rough calculation if I need to get the descent points and all that stuff. So if you ever wondered, 100 flight levels in 30 miles. That's what I'm calculating. That's a 3-degree angle down, what you get on the ILS as well. That's still roughly a decent rate where you can hold your speed or even slow down if needed. Oh, thank you, Tom. So, Kristiansand, right now, 190 degrees, 10 knots. Still 2-1 in that case. Yeah, okay. Sitting straight up, car diesel, okay. So, that's what you expect. In approach region, which means flight level 100 and below, try to aim for 1,000 feet or more, 1,500 feet maybe, of a descent rate, if you do it manually. Yeah, just pull your lever here, do it manually, and try to get your speed then managed or break it into with air brakes or whatever, but try to get the correct descent rate. It helps a lot, and makes a lot more fun. When I'm at an angle for straight in, I'm always planning my descent for that to be low enough for the controller to pull me in. Yes. Being high only delays your arrival. Correct. And being low and you need more miles, yeah. Happens. But doesn't hurt you. Only the people living below that. But that's what it is. I mean, even in Frankfurt, you see A380s flying at 4,000 feet for like 20 miles. Because they need to underfly the departures, crossings and whatever. They need to be ready to intercept as soon as possible. So sometimes you just fly on a lower altitude before you intercept. But it gives you a lot more options. Problem is, a lot of V pilots only know the continuous descent because that's managed. For example, an Airbus tries to do continuous descent, tries to reach in the most economic way, which makes sense, but CDIs, they usually don't work with other traffic around. This is some procedure which is used usually at night time, low traffic situations and all this stuff. Then you can maybe get cleared for some continuous descent routes. But don't expect that. Oh, top of descent soon. Am I prepared? No. Enter destination data. Let's do it now before you forget it later. Next phase. There you go. So, QNH 10116 at the arrival. Thanks, Tom, for reporting. Latest wind 190. I totally depend on that now. But it makes sense. Temperature 21 degrees with 10 degrees dew point, which means no fog. Roger that. Then CAVOG is nice, and I need to check my charts for the approach. ILS 21. If you're wondering. So we are intercepting at 3,000. And then we are category Charlie C. ILS is decision height in that case, not altitude. No, decision altitude. 251. It's a Cat 1. ILS. Let's means Baro 251. It's not radio altimeter. 251, and how long is the runway? 10.9. There you go. 6,680 feet, 2,000 meters. And we are rolling out at the end of the runway. Otherwise, it's at the half point, which needs hard braking now. So we're trying to do conf-free landing. Flaps 3. We are light anyway. Look at that. V approach speed 138, and we will roll out and vacate at the end of the runway. There you go. Our spacing should be good enough. Good. So we are set. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Going down firstly to just 110. That's what I usually do if I don't have ATC. Stay ahead of the game. That means stay ahead of your aircraft, stay ahead of what the controller might want from you. Yes. But that actually needs experience. Experience on what your aircraft is capable, experience what your level of experience is and what you are capable of. I mean, that pushes every flight, but also what controllers expect from you. And you can only get that experience while flying and trying to listen to others, trying to adhere to all the instructions you get from a controller, and of course reflect and learn out of it. It's so important. If you're doing something wrong, it's not that bad. It's shit happens. But don't try to hide it. If you do have any questions, or if it's unclear what you should need to do, please ask. Please ask an ATC if you are just unsure about it. That helps to do the right thing, because we cannot help you after shit happens. So we will see that you didn't do the instruction because whatever reason, but then it's already too late and we need to fix it afterwards. But if you don't get what you need to do beforehand, please don't just respond and answer, but don't do what you're told to. If it's unclear, ask, then we can help. Maybe rephrase it or even get you an easier instruction. Maybe you get another slot then. Maybe you get resequenced or whatever if it's too much for you to get into a small slot. But yeah, it helps a lot if you say it instead of us seeing the problem. So, starting my descent now. Roughly 10 miles before, so it can cope with speeds in an easy way before really descending. Yeah, what's your next waypoint, Silence? We usually ask that if we already see that you're not flying like a flight plan. Welcome to Scandinavian mainland. Yes, there we go. Flying down there somewhere. And going down. So maybe that helps some of you who are maybe new to Vatsim to don't be afraid if you don't know something, but communicate it. Be proactive so we can help you. Per secret, hi, where are you right now? I am at the west coast of Norway right now. Sorry, did a big monologue there. Because this is an educational stream as well. So I'm in northwest of Kristiansand, where we're flying. You see all the other airplanes here in front of me. I'm number 4 in sequence. And there are 3 others? No, 4 others behind me, because I think the Ryanair, yeah, Ryanair 5 Delta, Luca joined from Aberdeen. Was a bit late today, but thanks for joining. It's pretty cool. Try to get some space in front of you. You need some more space. We don't have ATC control, so please don't be too fast. Let some space before at least 20 miles, so it's easier for you to do the arrival. And if you're wondering, we're doing the Power 6 mic arrival to runway 21. And you are coming from the south. Timo, yeah. Too bad you didn't join today for the real group flight. We'll be happy to have you on my flights. Not only as ATC, but also on my flights. As Friday said, but Frankfurt Friday is not the place to be if you're unsure, because everything will be fast and hectic there. Correctly. I'm not flying at Frankfurt Friday. No way. No way. And take that, because I'm doing ATC for more than 6 years now, and so roughly 7 years of piloting. I'm not flying into Frankfurt Friday. So there's just too much of a traffic there with no margin of error. There will be problems around you, so it affects you as well. Even if you're the best pilot down there, it doesn't matter, because maybe there are 2 or 3 newbies around you who will screw you up anyway. But yeah, maybe that's a different kind of fun for some people, not for me. So, just descending at the profile, just before that, I said don't use a continuous descent in most of the airports. Do as I say, not as I do. In this case, into Kristiansand, because of the arrival there, it just makes sense. So, in that case, it's just because of the limits there with the mountains and all that stuff, that just makes sense to do the profile. So. But that's more than an exception than the regular thing to do on your flights. Expect the unexpected. So, reaching to PVAP, I think. Yeah, there's PVAP. Land at 200 and then it's going down. Solzy, yeah, we will do continuous descent now. Good, 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 good. We're doing a flaps 3 landing. And because we continue descent, I would just turn on the seatbelts already. Have a quite short look at Vatsim map, which looks really cool. Posting it into our Discord. If you'd like to join, we do have a Discord where people are posting pictures to the flight today, and our famous group flight pictures of the chain. Look at that. Wonderful. We'll post my pictures afterwards. I usually take too many pictures and I'll just get up like 6 or 8 pictures. So, reaching the coastline there. Look at that. Turning in. Wonderful picture. There again. Turning into Solsea. Remember, Vatsim voice only reaches out 15 miles, so it can be heard in around 30 miles radius. No, not radius. 30 miles diameter. So, doesn't make sense now to push anything towards Kristiansand, because 30 miles is like here. That's the entry point. Kristiansand is there. Reaching a Solsea, I can set up and report what I'm doing. That makes sense. And of course, looking out, look at your maps. Where's other traffic? Right now, I don't see any on my radar. Do I have to put it? Maybe I can set up the below. There it is. Radar to below. But still no targets there. I'm way up, I guess. So then you report on that. I'm on Unicom or advisory what you're doing. Checking them up. I think the first one landed already. Torben just in the vicinity of the airport. I see Yannick behind, then Karate Wiesel now turning into the base. Then there's some more spacing because our business jet were fast as possible, of course. And then we will follow. Very nice. Pretty cool. So I can at least see 4 more landings. Fighty, so please write on text no, that you are pushing in at Eindhoven, so everyone in cruise overhead Milano is getting this crucial information for the flight. Yeah. Sarcasm, sign up. Please, if possible, do not use Unicom text at all. It has a range of like 250 miles and you don't have to use it. It doesn't help most of the people. Please use voice. Just tell to the frequency what your intentions are. That's more than enough. Don't use text. And if you're on cruise, just shut up. No one needs to know that you're going away from the keyboard. No one needs to know that you now start your descent. That's something everyone else needs to watch if you're flying to the same destination or whatever. Maybe someone will text you directly in the chat if they need to coordinate anything. But other than that, voice is used for your intention reporting. Not for chat. But yeah. Don't use text, please. So reaching Solsea. Bill alarm, hi. Are you using Atmos reshade? Sim looks pretty good. No, actually, this is just my default view. Nothing special really. I'm happy to have it running fluid like that now. So okay, so going into the star, trying to slow down shortly. Boop, 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 boop. Kristiansand traffic, EasyJet 600 on the PEF 6 Mike arrival for ILS 21. slowing down a little bit. Airport should be, I don't know, can we already see it? I'm very bad at spotting airfields. That's my biggest problem flying Viva. So now flying with hand speed because I don't want to exceed. So flying 240 before I continue descent. There's my green point, and now we're going to 3,000 feet. But with the glide path for now, with the planned arrival for now. Usually I would do now something like V-speed 1,500 feet or something. But for now we would do managed in this time. Yeah, air brakes. Just checking that he's descending. Now it is. So 240 gives me a little bit more of speed margin. So the Airbus is usually diving when he recognizes the descent. Yep, and now I'm a little bit high, trying to catch it with air brakes. Can't wait for the Phoenix A320 Neo. I'm not sure. Is there an option for that in the planning? Going to turn, trying to slow down. Landing system up.
Kristiansand traffic, Holston 2, now short final runway 21. We're landing. Hold Kristiansand.
Nice. Trying to get down now in the base. We're intercepting. Mr. Zodiac, moin. Speed brakes still in use, but we should be working now. Slowing down to 20, which is 220 to 200 for base is the usual turn. Let's try to slow down a little bit more. And looking at that, if you need a good descent rate, you need to use your speed brakes. It's not working otherwise. Please don't let the airplane do everything automatically. Not going to work out. H1016. Setting up before intercepting. Flaps 1. Trying to get into the 90 degrees corner with 200 knots, makes it a little bit easier. So we are 12 miles out. Should intercept soon.
Kristiansand traffic, Holston 2, vacating runway 21, Kristiansand.
Oh, perfect spacing, guys. So, one is vacating, the other one is in the base turn. It's quite defensive because we don't have ATC. But I love it. Don't have to fly directly behind each other. Joining into the final. Yeah. I like these perspectives.
Kristiansand traffic, Lufthansa 2 Kilo Romeo on the PWAP 6 Mike arrival, now turning into the downwind runway 21 for the ILS approach, runway 21.
So, on the final, trying to get the glide slope. I'm on the localizer and glide slope, okay. And still quite fast. Kristiansand traffic AZ600 on ILS 21 for landing. So 9 miles out. Need to slow down. 200, 170 until 5 is usually the best performance in that. Oh, I didn't I didn't brief my go-around. Go-around is climb straight ahead 1000 feet, intercept and proceed. Okay, then turning around to the VR, climb to 3000. Okay, so I keep the 3000 now. And yeah, trying to slow down somehow. Usually my gears up. So 2500, gear down. Kristiansand is always bumpy, yeah. Could be perfectly smooth, it's always bumpy for me. Still using air brakes now, arming, medium brakes, just to be sure. Entering approach phase. Now we are already at approach phase, so I can activate manage speed, trying to slow down. Oh, yeah, and I see what you mean. So 4 miles, entering final approach speed. This one's on easy 600 on short final runway 21. So last check. Flap 3 set. Doing flap 3 landing. Landing speed 138. Wind should be directly from the front or a little bit to the left, which is okay. Runway in sight. Looking quite scenic. Doing some quick screenshots before I can't do it anymore. And trying not to crash. I will prep for the next week and turn around the plane, okay? Okay, to landing mode.
100 above. Minimum.
Continue.
Flight slow.
Yeah, a little bit low.
Flight slow. 40. Too low. 30. Terrain. 20. Retard. Retard.
Versus rolling out. Looks good. Auto brakes off. Thank you. Yeah, was a better landing. Trying to find the exit. There you go. Smoothly braking, so you don't nod all the time. Oh, hard turn here. And if you ever wondered, if you're vacating the danger area, the runway, always vacate behind the holding line, please. You are not vacated right now. You need to be behind the holding line. Kristiansand traffic, EasyJet 600, vacated runway 21. Look at that. Greetings to you guys.
Kristiansand traffic, Lufthansa 2 Kilo Romeo now 5 miles final, runway 21.
Two. Oh. There you go. Trying to find a free spot. There's some static aircrafts here, that's my problem. And I'm the first one from the airliner, so please bear in mind, please do not take the stands directly next to me. So 14 and 12 are occupied in my scenery. So for a group picture, it might look strange. Welcome to Kristiansand. There you go. Turning on the APU blade and
Traffic Lufthansa 2 Kilo Romeo, now short final, runway 21.
And debauch. Ooh, that worked fine. So we're on Michael is on short final. There he is. See the landing lights. Happy to be not the last in line.
Is that 315 just becoming fully established for runway 21?
Nice. Ooh, Timo is coming from the south. Hopefully he's coordinating with the other traffic. Because he's coming from the other base. Interesting. There you go. The Eurowings and the Scandinavian are on collision course right now. Perfect timing. Please coordinate on
Traffic Scandinavian 1 Kilo Victor is overhead insert for base runway 21.
Yeah, it now depends. The Eurowings might, if you slow down now as much as possible, you might be number 2 in that case. And the Scandinavian and Timo should speed up.
Kristiansand traffic, Lufthansa 2 Kilo Romeo, just vacated runway 21.
Interesting.
315, short finals, runway 21.
Next one to land.
Kristiansand traffic, Sunny 1 Kilo Victor, turning final, runway 21, speed 240 knots.
Cool. Yeah, that works out. Oh, there's a big church here. Look at that. Yes. Searching for the traffic. Can't see it yet. Should be here any minute. Nice. Tikas alert. Yep, as I thought. Eurings 8 Bravo Charlie, please slow down as much as possible. Then it should work out. Yeah, I'm not sure. That's Unicom. I mean, he reported it and the first one is fast. Eurings needs to be as slow as possible now. Please do final speed. And I guess for Timo, hard brake and try to aim for Bravo. Next one arriving. I already hear it. Plant is full length. Yeah, that might not work out. I mean, you were the one just interfering into our chain. Nice. Whoa, smooth. Smooth landing. Directly in the touchdown zone. And that's your first Phoenix flight, wasn't it? Nice. Oh, and heartbreaking. Yeah, continue. Just continue, Alpha. More than enough space behind you. But I see both landing lights up there. I guess you don't see it yet. But to be fair, spacing looks a lot better now. Timo, just land normal. It's more than enough space, I think. Looks like more than 3 miles.
Is that 315 clear of runway 21?
Kristiansand traffic, Eurowings 8 Bravo Charlie, inbound, runway 21 at low speed.
Oh, going around.
1 Kilo Victor going around.
Whoopsie. You can always go around. Next one arriving. This is the best TV ever here. And I do have a recording, so we can watch my landing afterwards as well. But before that, we need a group picture after everyone landed. So, Eurowings landing, Ryanair behind that, and then Timo on the go-around would join as well. Long landing. Hard brake, hard brake, hard brake, hard. Ay, 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 ay.
Kristiansand
Welcome.
traffic, runway 5 Delta, joining final, runway 21, Kristiansand traffic.
Nice one, you catch it. But 220 and 2 miles I didn't land. Yeah, correctly. Nah. Yeah, happens. Good call, Timo, good call.
Kristiansand traffic, Eurowings 8 Bravo Charlie, runway 23 vacated.
Yeah, we're getting into problems with the stands, I guess. Take stand 17, please. Makes more sense. And for the next arrival, you can take stand 11. Cool. Yeah, I tried to stop at vacate when you didn't have to. There was more than enough spacing behind you. It was just these two who were a little bit close to each other. Because we couldn't sequence, really. So I guess Kristiansand overloaded, isn't it? Next arrival in 1 or 2 minutes. Is on the final already, I guess like 5 miles. So that's part of our group flights as well. As soon as I land it, I can watch all the others land. Plane spotting.
Kristiansand traffic, runway 5 Delta, going around.
Oh, now it takes some more time. Wow, so I do have 2 people on GoAround. There you go. Any reason? Just out of curiosity. Too high for the ILS. Oh, okay. Usually a problem of speed. So, driving back to the apron. So our business jets are over here. Still one Cessna 172. This is the default one. Need to fix my model matching there. Just getting the map next to it. So. You see that? Yeah. So you see what's happening at the field. Ooh, interesting parking of the Eurowings. So you took the taxi out position there. Fucking no, okay. Don't worry. So, anyone? Any questions? I think we do have some time now to get everyone on ground. I take offers or whatever for the next group flight. We're now at Kristiansand. Where do you want us to fly? If Timo can already accept or say that he's doing ATC in Sweden, we should find something in Sweden, please. Got the wrong scenery and G6 is not freed my deboarding. Yeah, that's the problem of G6 sometimes, isn't it? Not bad for my first Phoenix flight. Yes, landing looked pretty smooth. It was nice. Pretty nice. So looking Kristiansand and just trying to match that distance, for example. So it's something Trondheim, maybe down up here, maybe a longer flight up here somewhere. That could be cool. So maybe finding a good airport in this region here, up here, might be the next destination. Yeah. And if we can get up here, I'm not sure about the destination here, but maybe we could fly to Riga from up here there. So Yannick needs to control in that case. Sorry, you can't join our group flight in that case. I need an ATC controller. Roughly planning. Rough plan for the next 1 or 2 weeks. Sundsvall, I don't know, ESNN? I will write it down, of course. I can get as ATC at any time. Oh, okay. Yeah, in that case, get as ATC. So roughly in 2 weeks. Maybe 3, but I guess in 2 weeks we might be flying to Riga. So if you don't know, Yannick is a mentor and active controller in the Latvia ACC, so Riga mainly. So first go around now, joining final. Right now on downwind. Looks good. Perfectly separated. Oh, I see. Copenhagen live is in 2 weeks, so I only can control next Sunday. Yeah, okay, no worries. Then do it next Sunday. You're driving up there again? And too bad, that's exactly the same day as our Vatsim Germany barbecue, isn't it? So we don't meet this year. Too bad. It's at the same day. So, Scandinavian joining final.
Kristiansand traffic, Scandinavian 1 Kilo Victor, ILS runway 21.
Why did you use Kilo Victor? That's my initials, if you My controller initials. On purpose, yeah, I thought so. Yeah, at least he's honest. Little troll.
Kristiansand traffic, runway 5 Delta, turning B from ILS 21. Kristiansand traffic.
Perfect. Technical call sign Troll 01. Yeah, Troll 01, departing out of Wunsdorf. Eurofighter. So, 2 more to come, 2 more to land, hopefully. Thank you everyone for still staying. But yeah, steady growth of our group flights, I think. A lot more than I thought. It's our 4th group flight since I restarted them. And already so many participants. Very nice. So, controversial or hot take or whatever, what's your opinion about flying into Russia? Please be open. Don't be angry or anything, just what's your opinion about it? Just thinking about where to fly. Do we completely leave out Russia due to real life problems? Or do we say it's a Vatsim after all, which is not political at all? Do we consider it at least? Just open question. We will need Heathrow if it gets any larger the group, yeah. So into the sim is happier anywhere. Yeah, it's controversial, so not sure about that. And yeah, I'm not flying from Moscow to the Ukraine. Okay, but just interested in your opinion. If I even should consider it or if there's really a big problem with that. If there's no real life airspace restriction, it is a good option. Yeah, well, there is a real life there's a real life restriction. No flights allowed in that area from Western airlines. Because Europe closed their airspace for any Russian traffic. That's what it is. I should stop making whoosh sounds, I don't know. I'm just a little kid here. Can't stop it.
Kristiansand traffic, runway 5 Delta, 5 mile final. Kristiansand traffic.
I think flying to Russia is fine if you're not trying to keep things realistic. Generally, though, I don't think politics has any place in gaming. Yeah, Vatsim doesn't want any politics, but yeah, still is something to consider. So, Mr. Kilo Victor, welcome to Kristiansand. And Timo, for you, it's position 1-1. Just in case, because I do have 2 static aircrafts here in my way.
Lufthansa traffic, runway 21 is located. We are taxing the apron and looking for a 3 spot. We may take 1-1. Danke, Carsten.
So, I still need one more spot and I don't know where. These are Haley spots, I guess. Unacquainted with the differences with the procedures in Russia. Yeah, I think they're still using meters, aren't they? Oh yeah, maybe. That might be a better reason to consider. The big de-icing pad, maybe. Which is where? I don't know. Something down here? No, this is a taxiway. I don't have any spots left. Damn it. Where's the ice? I don't know. Here's no space here. Behind stand 1-5. Behind 1-5. Oh. Yeah. Actually there. Yeah, maybe. Just take that spot. If you see that in the stream, yeah, you're landing now. That might be a good spot then. Oh, and I missed the landing. Shit. Damn it, we missed the Ryanair landing. Might have been very smooth. Or not. Did you lose your front gear? No. The exit is behind you. Welcome. So, Ryanair, for you, it's please take the de-icing spot behind stand 1-5. Because everything else is there right now occupied due to scenery. You might have one more space, but it would be cool for the picture if you just stand at the de-icing here. So that's the circle down here. Please confirm.
Kristiansand traffic, runway 5 Delta clear of runway 21, taxi to the de-icing pad about, correction behind stand 1-5, 5 Delta.
Lovely, lovely. Turku in Finland is a good option maybe for the group flight. Yeah, I'll just write it down, thank you. Trying to find something in Sweden actually for next week. Because Florian Ulsen can control that for us. So, guys, take your pictures. Take lots of pictures. Look at that. Not sure if Kristiansand is one of the minor airports or anything in Norway. I guess they would have been happy to control that. Because I guess there's not so much traffic in Kristiansand all the time. Even though it's not a famous airport, but it's noticeable. It's known. It's a known airport. But I don't think there are any events there, as far as I know. So, doing a good picture with all the business jets as well. There you go. Trying to find the best. Look at that. Try to find some unusual perspectives. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Thank you, everyone. That was great. So, want to watch my landing? We'll try to do that. So, next week, planning will be in the Discord if you haven't joined yet. Link is in the description. You can see our planning there. Next time with the 777, this will be a little bit problematic, depending on the airport we were flying to. You might be able on a short-haul flight to depart from here, but I'm not sure if you can land. But yeah, do whatever you want. It's not my problem. So, disconnecting from the network because I'm doing a replay. If I can find it. No, I can't find it. There it is. And we're off. I'm trying to load. Where is it? Light recorder. Let's see if this is working. Last time it worked perfectly. It was quite smooth even. I know, maybe an uncontrolled information aerodrome would be cool to be on a controlled airspace. Yeah, look at that. I mean, wow, how smooth is that? Nice. Sundsvall. Okay. From this perspective, it looked very good. There. Yeah, okay. Firm, but with intention. Let's see. This is even working. So now try to get that as with the slow. Let's see. Wondering how slow it is, how smooth it is. Oh, obstacles. So this is now half speed. Looks good. Holding the nose a little bit so it doesn't bump down. Maybe too much. But yeah, nice. I'm happy with that. So, that was fun. And already 3 hours gone again. That's crazy. Are you using the normal inbuilt replay function from MSFS? No, I'm not. I'm using Flight Control Replay. It's a very inexpensive tool from an Italian developer, I think. And yeah, it works out really nicely right now. It's a lot better than last year or 2 years ago. It's a steady development and quite nice. So I can even go back a lot. For example, the takeoff. And it will reload the situation in that case. Look at that. Usually this was absolutely killing it and crashing maybe. Now it just takes some time to load the scenery again. And then we are set to go. Let's just give it a second. To load up everything, because yeah, we are 500 miles away. And then we can replay from that situation. ESNO, and I will drink a shot for everyone pronouncing the aerodrome name incorrectly. Yeah, Echo Sierra November Oscar. Quite easy to spell out. As the ACO code is a valid call sign for an airport as well. So, looking that. Look, working good. Oh, now I think I got it crashed because I tried to change the speed. So what is the airport called, Timo? What's the airport called? But I think we need at least an aerodrome with at least 5 to 7 parking spots. Yes, that would be difficult in North Sweden. Yeah, we will pick up. We had some airports in South America where we were like stuffed onto each other. Bone Tower, genau. Yeah. Florian Uelzen Tower. Thank you, enjoyed it very much. Same for me. I must bring Titan A320 in Germany when you're ATC on day. Yeah, I'm usually doing ATC a lot, so just watch out for me. I cannot speak that. Swedish Tower, hello, yeah. Smørbrød Tower, hello. Oh, it didn't crash, just needed some time, look at that. How cool is that? Look. So, flight control replay, looks good. But for me, the rest of the weekend, I will now shop MS 2024 and trying to set it up today. Let's see, hopefully I can use it next group flight already. So thank you everyone at the beginning for your opinion about the upgrade. And that it absolutely makes sense now to upgrade from 2020 to 2024. Which was not the case like 1 year ago or something. And I didn't really bother to really research or look at it. Because, well, at a price point of 80 euros, I didn't really want to do it. But right now it's on a sale, 56 euros. I think we have. That's reasonable if you say it's really good. Sure. Can we watch my takeoff, please? Lazy pilot waiting so long here. If you would like to pronounce it in German, yeah, Umlautsprache. Örnsköldsvik. 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 Okay, interesting. So, that was a departure out of Ingomere. And we all did this 270 right turn instead of a left turn after vectoring. Yes, right now it's on sale. It's 56 euros for 2024 instead of 80. That's why I was asking. That's why I was researching. Why is my gear still up? I think this is a replay bug, isn't it? Yeah, I think this is a replay bug. It definitely had my gear up there. Yeah, it's a replay bug. Too bad. Okay. Nothing is perfect. Nothing is perfect. Good, 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 good. So, everyone, thank you. See you soon. For pictures, join my Discord. We will upload our perspective there. And see you in the coming week for ATC streams, maybe. I will plan them. On YouTube, you see them quite nicely as a notification. And next Sunday, 12 Zulu off-block time from Kristiansand to a destination in Sweden, I guess. I will get into contact with Florian Olsen, with Timo again afterwards. So, have a nice day. See you soon. Bye.